First, there's nothing you gain from this. On the contrary.
I
just bring you...
With me, man, I don't know. Maybe I really don't know. With me...
No, I know.
Okay,
I know that you see the beauty of this investigation, of all that. But I'm saying this is some... not only it's hard work, but also it brings a lot of suffering, but necessary suffering.
I enjoy that suffering,
No, it burns.
Yeah, I see nothing else.
There's nothing. Obviously, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
No, really, there's nothing else.
And with that suffering, man,
the suffering the suffering now is the key.
Suit me. Yeah?
No, see the suffering. That's the key.
Yeah?
I can't tell you what attention is, but I can tell you what attention is not. It's the only way to get to attention.
To me, I could say like a feeling, but yeah.
It's got nothing to do with what you know, what you've experienced. It's very actual. It's got nothing to do with memory.
So how do you characterize it? Maybe how do you give it? Because you have to. It cannot be just a way that there's this way and it just is. So
you must abandon every search. You see what you're asking, all these questions here. This search, you're trying to grab it, trying to catch it. You must abandon that.
And do what?
No, there's not doing.
Remember, I have to leave.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Life imposes action. You will do something about it.
What about where is the attention during my
but you
life?
See, I would say, talking to you, I would know that you know. If I can put it, at least you've had a test of your own limitation. I think that should be good enough to torture you.
How so?
No, it should torture you. Hi everyone, welcome back to Mirror Mind. If anyone is new here, just know this is no entertainment. It's no distraction. It's actually some very serious investigation. But as I always say, when something is serious, it doesn't mean it's not fun. So today I'm here with my brother Tabang, whom I've been talking to for the past, maybe a month ago?
A month or two.
Yeah. I have to apologize again, man. I'm terrible with social media, to respond and all of that. It's so much work. And like you said, these are the kind of things where you actually need to say a lot. Yeah. So typing them is
you can never
big job.
Yeah.
So welcome, my brother.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate being here. It's been a long time since I wanted to meet with you, to have a conversation with you. Yeah. Actually, it's been quite some time. That time you were speaking about, I've been really wanted to speak to you actually, regarding the conversation that your videos that you post there on your page,
Yeah.
So I'm actually intrigued by all of them actually. I won't say most, some, all of them. Yeah.
I'm glad, man. We'll dive into it. Do you mind perhaps giving us some sort of background? What do you do? Where are you from? If that interests you, otherwise we can just...
Yeah, please, you may just please roll in. Yeah. I really don't like to speak on my program.
I prefer that too.
Yeah. I rather someone find out themselves, see what they want to know about me or ask me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, bro, do you have something in mind? Do you have any direction for this?
I won't say direction, but... we can talk about everything, anything, and I won't say I have a specific direction, but there's always something in mind, but I won't say I have specifically for our conversation today.
Okay, anything, so if I can ask you, what intrigued you about all of this?
Your conversations?
Yeah.
Man, it's not everyone that speaks about such things. That's the first thing. It's not everyone, and then since I've been maybe... I've been following other videos from other people and all that, but on this content here, the same. So seeing you and your videos, you were not, I won't say the first, but you were one person who's closer. I will say who's closer, who's speaking about these things. Where I thought that I never really thought that there could be someone, because most of the videos I used to watch were they from abroad. You see, so when I saw you, I thought to myself, "Oh, this means there's someone who's really into this around here."
It's coming closer to you.
Yeah. So that's why I really went on and I said I should reply on every video. Maybe I feel I should.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate your interaction, man. Even though sometimes I don't reply, but that for me, like I told you, I feel inspired to come back here when I've met someone like that, someone who's still fresh with this sort of trying to inquire. Yesterday I was sort of dozing off before I sleep, right?
Okay.
And then I realized that I started having a discussion with myself. I was almost projecting what our discussion was having. I'm sure you also had a bit of that too.
Hey man, long time. You remember we once discussed that we should meet at once, but we did not.
Mm-hmm.
That time I used to be fascinated that man, I have to speak about this, and then now it was more of I was more relaxed, man. I told you, I just relaxed. I was relaxed. It was like when I saw the message, I saw it, and then I thought to myself, okay, so it's about to get on again. So then I was back to what I was doing again. Until the days we came closer to it.
So for me, I realized that I was almost trying to plan, the same way we plan our days. When I wake up at this time and do so, I was trying to plan our conversation, which is the worst thing you can do when it comes to this kind of thing, because it sort of takes you away from the actuality of the thing itself. So then I realized that I was playing both me and you at the same time. That's how the mind works. It divides itself into me and Tabang, projecting. Almost as if I had forgotten that it's just me still planning all that, right?
Yeah, because,
So, and then I realized that as I was talking to myself, pretending as if I'm talking to you, there's this struggle of trying to be right, of saying something and then trying to prove to you that it's right, which is still me. I'm trying to prove myself that I'm right.
So there's a third person now.
Yeah, there's a third person.
Who's looking at you and Tawan.
Yeah, there's a third person who's judging the two there.
Okay.
So I think that's just how our minds are naturally. We are divided in that sense, right? And you see, if you are already divided in that sense on a day-to-day basis, now imagine when you meet someone else who's also divided in that sense. Can you imagine that sort of hassle? So I caught myself, and then I thought to myself, what is this pursuit of being right? Trying to either prove someone or prove yourself that what you're saying is right. So there's like a subtle pursuit of righteousness, if I can call it like that, of truth. I think we should explore that. Why is it that we are constantly trying to be right?
I think it's because it's because we know what right is and wrong. We know of the two ways that they could say. So and we know both their definitions. We know that right is actually what everyone must do. So I think that's the one thing that would force us to want to be right at all time, because we know that as humans we need to be right. We need to be right, and we know that there's wrong and there's right. So we try more to do right. I don't know. I really don't know. This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's partly that, but I think there's a deeper reason. We should explore that. So, what's wrong with being wrong?
The definition of it, I cannot say, because the definition of what's the definition of being wrong?
Wrong.
What is to be wrong?
To me, the way I feel being wrong is not being in touch with truth, which is not being in touch with what's real in a way.
In that sense, which truth? In that sense,
yeah, the truth that you've defined.
The truth that you've defined,
which might not be the truth. The truth, what we've said, is true or is right, is what should be pursued. Otherwise, you're fighting against the crowd, I guess.
If maybe if you are pursuing what you think that is true, you are fighting with the crowd. Is that what you mean?
Now, if you're pursuing, first of all, how do you know what is true?
What is true?
Are you not taught what is true?
You were told by someone. Yeah.
So going against that is going against who's told
you, yeah.
Which is going against this whole history of society and humanity, I guess, right? But that's just on a social level, but also even on a more physical level. Let's say you know for sure that meeting a lion is very dangerous.
Because you've been told, or you saw it somewhere.
You saw it somewhere, you've been told, you've experienced, maybe you've seen a lion eating some cheetah there. Yeah. So being wrong is coming closer to some serious consequence. So there are consequences of being wrong.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So in society, the consequence, I guess, maybe is you are banished, you are not part of the society, you are considered, maybe you have no discipline, you have,
But are we really doing that? Are we is there like a society that's watching us, that we feel that there's this which is called a society, or are we doing it to ourselves? Because when I came here, there was not, everyone was going about their business. There was no one looking at me like, this guy is going there, like they are the society, and then there's me, I'm going, then isn't it me thinking that whatever that I might be doing at that time, the society might perceive it as wrong?
Well, first of all, most people don't care about you, generally.
So that's why I'm asking, who's the society then, if no one cares about you?
Yeah, okay, so in general, people care about themselves. They have very few moments where they care about others, which is even noticing that you're doing something wrong, right?
Yeah.
But
it's only moments.
Yeah, but sadly, there's some laws that we've established. Let's say you were coming, right?
Yeah.
There's some robots.
Yeah.
Those are some very established rules of society.
Yeah.
Red, green.
Yeah.
So although no one is watching you, society is watching you through the established. Through the established.
Rules. I see that how the environment is built.
Yeah.
Like so, but there are people who are going to cross the robot even if they are there.
Yeah.
That's why we see maybe. Cars always crash. You see that there's people who are never mind of the society and what's built. They don't care. It seems like they don't. I don't know if maybe they don't see it, or maybe
they see it, they just don't care. But there are some consequences to not caring, which is the crash. And when you go to the judge, he's gonna say you were wrong and you're in jail for 20 years. So society is always watching.
And there could be someone again who's been from the judge, and still they can say to themselves, "No, the judge doesn't do what they're saying. I know what I've done. Even if the society deem me as wrong and I'm put in jail, I know this is what I wanted actually."
Yeah, that's why we have cops. Cops will make sure you accept that what you did is wrong. They put you in jail. So there seems to be. Something watching over you. The system is watching over you. But to me, the way I look at it, the system is not separate from you. You are not separate from the society. So it's the system watching over itself.
Yeah, because you are also the cop. You're only when you are on uniform, you are the cop, and then when you are not on uniform, you are a normal person.
Exactly. So, for example, you told me a little bit about your job. Normally, when you're doing your job, when I'm in front of you, there's some sort of, I have to watch myself. He's the guy in charge here. Because society has given you that power.
I think that is dangerous. That is a worst thing. But there was no other way. There was always something that's gonna be there for you to. I think maybe. Is because maybe at that time you are meeting maybe let's say you are meeting someone who's maybe a police. You are meeting a police, and then you feel like this guy has the power or what they're saying at this time I should. But now there's a lawyer again. Who sees the police ever? This guy must be, I'm the one actual person I'm the lawmaker.
Yeah.
I'm the lawmaker.
So the system is there, but there are layers in the system.
In the system, okay.
There are people that can, the higher you climb, the more control you have over the system.
Yeah.
But ultimately, there's no single human being who can be in control of the system. Because although you might be the president, if the people get really angry, you're going to run away. I mean, you've been seeing these revolutions, Madagascar, all of them. So the system is something very powerful. Now, I think any system is wrong, as far as I'm concerned. Is wrong in the sense that where there's a system, truth gets corrupt.
Where there's a system, truth gets corrupt. Yeah, it's true, but is there gonna be anything? Is there anything without a system?
Not that we know of. We don't know anything outside of the system. Anything you can imagine something outside of the system, but that the system giving you that information. Like let's say the system of religion.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They can tell you about something outside of this whole system.
Yeah.
Something that created this system.
This system, yeah.
But that's an information of the system. You're only talking about it and thinking about it because the system has given you that information.
So it's from the system.
It's still the system.
It's not outside from the system.
It's the system lying to itself that there's something outside of the system.
So in that regard, maybe you're saying the system is saying there's something bigger than it.
Yeah.
Higher than it.
Yeah. The same way when I was thinking to myself, playing myself as me and then the Stabang.
Yeah.
And I really convinced myself. I started having an argument with Stabang, but really it's just
you.
me. Yeah.
So you've created a system for you to argue with yourself, actually.
Yeah. So I think before talking about righteousness, we should talk about hypocrisy, because that's what I call hypocrisy, living a hypocritical life. It's living a life with no truth involved in it, like on a month to moment life. So lying to yourself constantly on that level, like within yourself. And then, of course, as we meet, this sort of hypocrisy that we always have, this thing of following the system, but you know that you don't care about the system. You're always, you're always putting something under the table. So that's what we know, hypocrisy.
Meaning, please maybe define the word hypocritical.
Okay, let's start. To be hypocritical, let's start. Simple example. Hypocritical would be, for instance, I don't want to put it in the religion, because a lot of people get offended when I put the religion story. Let me
but
use
nowadays, when everyone is speaking about it. Everyone is speaking about it.
No, but some people really... Well, see, when you attack something that is at the core foundation of someone, you're not giving them the chance to even listen to you. You're not helping.
It's like you are attacking them.
Yeah, you're attacking them. So you are not, you might as well shut up. Don't talk then. Yeah. So let's say tribal, this thing of being tribal, right? You find that there's some people that really convince themselves that they're not tribal, that they don't group themselves according to their tribes, their races and stuff like that. They really believe within themselves that they are not. Now, I think very serious modern people are a little bit more intelligent, that they don't really base all their lives based on tribes and races, so they kind of neglect all of these things. But still, deep down, there's that layer of racism and tribalism. But not accepting that, not realizing that you are tribal or racist or sectorial or not realizing that is being hypocrite.
yourself, actually.
Yeah. Not realizing that's how you are is being hypocrite. That's an example of hypocrisy. Or not realizing that, for instance, let's use another example. Not realizing that you are evil. Not evil as the church put it, but evil in terms of you want one thing, you do the other, and in that you destroy a lot, either yourself or other people in relationships, in stuff like that. So that contradiction that you have within yourself is the basis of hypocrisy.
Wanting something but doing the other.
Doing the other. But really being out there screaming that, yes, I am. This is who I am.
Maybe let's make a practical example on maybe something, maybe...
practical example.
Tribes, maybe, everything.
Tribes. Yeah. Let's say, for instance, tribe. Why do you have the people that you have in your life?
I grew to know, to see them every day. It was the repeat. They were. I grew because of them. Yeah, I grew because of them.
Yeah, you feel more comfortable with them, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I've seen most of their moments. Yeah. How they are when they are happy and how they are when they are angry.
Yeah.
So I feel I know them. I feel I know them more than someone who which I don't know when they are angry, how they are when they are.
Do you even feel the need to go outside of that box of yourself? Unless if needed.
The feeling of knowing.
Of going outside. You have your people, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel that it's important to go get new people outside?
Out there. I really think it is.
You see that, okay, maybe it's needful, it's important, but do you do that? Do you actually go ahead and go and, or you have your established system there, your people,
and you are
busy with them, you don't consider other things. Anything happening out there is none of your business.
I think how nature is, you will be forced to go out because everyone, like you'll need food. You'll need food. Let's say you need food.
Yeah.
And everyone went out for themselves to get food for themselves. Let's say maybe we're animals in that sense.
Yeah.
Because you could say we are animals.
Yeah.
So everyone went to find their food, to find food for themselves.
Yeah.
And you are there alone. You're gonna see the need to actually go out and look for food, and that's when you have to know. You either know or don't that there's people out there.
Okay, let me make another simple example. Let's say who do you really care about the most in your life? I don't know, maybe some other people will feel offended. Maybe just say one example.
No.
I know you care about a lot of people, but who do you really care about most? One person in your life.
I've troubled with that, man. I've troubled with that in that sense that I really want to say that I care I care for myself.
Yeah.
You see,
besides you, who's the closest person you have?
Even that I have a problem with. Yeah. I won't say I'm always with my friend because that's the person that during my free time when there's nothing I can do, I'm with him. But you see, there's work where I'm with my work colleagues, and there's.
Okay, let's take your friend for instance.
Okay,
let's take your friend. Okay. That one is close enough.
Okay.
Now, let's say he dies now.
Okay.
Today. Then let's take some random guy there in Australia who dies. You have these two bodies in front of you. Which one gives you more pain?
Man, I won't say maybe I won't say I'm different, but in that, whenever in the example you're making, whenever maybe I have someone who's closer to me who has passed on, I won't say I don't know what pain is. That's what I can tell you. I won't say I know this is pain.
Yeah.
I feel maybe I could feel maybe I will cry because of the things that their memories.
The memories, for sure. Yeah.
No, I won't say I'm in pain. I'm gonna say I'm crying. If maybe there's something I'm feeling in my heart.
But why are you crying?
Because there's memories of someone which I will never recreate again.
So you have a past that you're holding on to.
I'm actually releasing it at that time. I have to cry. I know that I have to cry. Whenever there's a feeling that now there's these memories flooding my mind, and there's tears, maybe I have to release it. I have to do that. I'm not taking it as pain. I'm taking it as something I have to do. This is the body to. It's sort of I would say erasing. I'm erasing this part with this person.
When someone that you care about dies, do you think you'll be explaining why you're crying, or there's crying, and then after crying there's explanation?
Yeah, you're true. I'm just gonna cry.
There's crying.
Yeah, but if someone asks me at that time when I'm crying, why are you crying, man?
No, leave the explanation.
Okay,
leave them.
Okay.
The crying. Let's stick to the crying.
Okay.
So the crying is the memories, right?
Yeah,
you're holding on to the memories. There's this thing here that's image.
There's images.
And you realize that there won't be any more images because this entity is leaving.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you've attached yourself to that.
Yeah.
Now, the other body, the other man, you've got no memories.
Yeah.
So there's little thing that could make you cry.
Yeah.
Although there's a bit of compassion, he's a human being, maybe you think he also has a family.
Yeah.
And you only think he has a family because you yourself have a family, you've got memory of a family.
That's when I'm flooding myself with the other body. That now I'm thinking deeper that they had a family. That's when I'm choosing to flood myself because
you are triggering it yourself.
I'm triggering myself.
All right, so that's what I mean by tribal.
The
very fact of choosing this individual over the other.
But isn't it naturally? Isn't it natural?
It's natural.
Yeah, it's natural.
That's what I mean by that. Naturally, we are tribal.
Or in that sense?
In that sense.
Okay.
So a man who says that is not tribal is living a hypocritical life.
Oh,
in that sense.
Okay. No.
So you are not seeing truth. You are not living with the actual truth of being alive as a human being. So that's one example, for instance.
But isn't it that it depends on on what you are talking about specifically on that? Because I want to say I'm not tribal, but then on this example of the two bodies, I will cry over the body that I know, whereas I'm saying I'm not tribal. I think it's a matter of just saying, we can speak as human, because I can say everything, even if I'm not, even if we can speak, we can speak on things that we don't know of as people. That's why I'm saying someone could say they are not hypocritical.
Yeah.
Because they are just saying because they know. Yeah.
So which means what? He's under an illusion. He hasn't investigated himself to see actually how he behaves, who he is. So that's living superficially. And a man like that is very dangerous because he thinks he's better than another.
By doing that.
By doing that, he's going to create a lot of conflict, not only in himself, but also outside here. So that's one thing. Other things, like there's so many examples. Any feeling you have, any emotion, jealousy. Like I have a friend of mine, he once told me that he's not jealous. He's never been jealous. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't understand that. You might not have noticed you're jealous because you are so quick at explaining the jealousy. That's the hypocrisy I'm talking about. But you are by nature supposed to be jealous.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Isn't it the way it's confusing? Because if you're saying to someone, have you ever been jealous? I think that word, the way they are.
Already, you see why people might not accept that, because already jealousy has a bad connotation. It has a bad. Society has deemed it wrong. So you don't even wanna acknowledge that you are exactly. Yeah. So that's hypocrisy, which is, I think, 90% of our daily lives. We live in some sort of hypocrisy because of lack of attention in on how we operate.
No, okay, let me ask this question. If maybe you're saying, like your friend there, for example, is saying he has never been jealous. What's the opposite of not being jealous then? Or in that moment when he saw good things happening to others and not what way it could best be specified at those moments
So not being jealous, not having the capacity to be jealous means literally not having the capacity to measure, to compare, because only through comparison you can be jealous. That is, you acknowledge that this man has this, and then you acknowledge that you don't have it. The very fact of you measuring, recognizing what the other has and what you have builds jealousy. So not having the capacity to be jealous is not having the capacity to think at all, to measure, to capture what is being seen and heard, not to take memory.
I see.
So you'll be a vegetable. You're not a human being. So jealousy is very important. I guess it's a lower level of a process that is very important to us, which is thinking.
So it triggers you.
Yeah, thinking. As long as there's thinking, all these things are inevitable. The jealousy, the fear, the hurt, the joy, the pleasure, all that. You can't have one without the other. You can't have pleasure without jealousy, without fear, it's one process that triggers all of those. That's why you see it innate in kids. I mean, you don't teach a kid how to be jealous. It's the very second he can measure, he can compare himself.
They become jealous.
Yeah, jealousy has to be there. So we've built this system here, which itself is hypocritical because it's always trying to separate itself from itself. Inevitably, all these things has to trickle down, and we've built a society where we are fighting its own. The society is fighting its own nature. It's fighting these things that we've called wrong and right, pursuing what is right and avoiding what is wrong.
Dealing with what is wrong.
Yeah, actually. Exactly, dealing with what is wrong. Which is the entire thing now is wrong because we've...
Yeah. Who are you if you deal with the wrong? Like a police, who are you to arrest me? Because it's not the person that I did the wrong to. He's the one who's supposed to arrest me, not you. He is the one who's supposed to capture me and say, you're doing wrong to me.
Yeah.
Why the police? Because you've given a uniform and rules and all that.
And actually, I was watching a video recently. The judges, right? They did a study on them because judges are supposed to be impartial. They're supposed to be not take sides, right? Yeah. But they did a test on them. They just introduced one variable. They would give them cases before lunch and after lunch. Before lunch, they condemned so many people, but after lunch, when they've eaten a little bit, they're chilling a little bit, actually many people didn't go to jail.
Is it?
Yeah. So people that apparently are impartial, they're just listening to the facts and what's not, but actually they're very subjective. So that the ones judging us, telling us what is right and what is wrong, while themselves they're wrong. So that's the hypocrisy of the entire system. We started with the system trying to separate from itself, which inevitably will create all these things that we call social issues and problems. Yeah.
Because there's separation, there's too much separation.
Yeah, too much separation. And the separation is inevitable.
Yeah, by nature. Isn't it that we fail to understand the separation?
We fail to understand the separation.
Yeah.
We are afraid to see the separation first. We pretend as if we don't want the separation. But actually everything we do comes from the separation. We can start on a lower level. We can examine it on a personal level, like what we're doing, this thing of jealousy, human stuff. And then we can maybe take it on a physical level, separation, like between me, you and I. And then we can go on a much, much higher level and see the source of this mess.
I think we
should do that.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So,
especially this separation,
the physical
one.
Yeah. I don't. For me,
there.
I don't.
There
is no such.
You're saying it's not there.
It's not there.
So what is there? What is there? Is not there. Why is there a distance from here to there?
Yeah, I know. Why there's distance? Why there's time?
There's time.
All that implies separation.
Yeah.
So you see now what it means, all this. Without separation, now you're removing the entire thing.
Without separation.
Yeah, without separation,
you're
erasing
everything.
Yeah. So separation, that is the importance of separation. Life. I think we went too far.
Yeah.
Let's start slowly. Right?
Yeah.
I would say, if I may ask you, what drives you? What drives you in life?
Why am I living? Actually?
Yeah. What drives you? Why are you living? Where are you going? Where are you trying to go?
You know, I'm someone with many reasons.
Yeah.
I've got many reasons. I've got a reason for everything I do.
Yeah.
So I won't say there's a why.
No, that's fine. We've got time. We can start with the first reason.
The first reason why, let me say, why did I wake up today?
Yeah, why did you wake up?
Why did I wake up? Because I slept, to me. You see? No, because I'm waking to the thing that I last saw about a few hours ago, which is when I was coming to bed. I saw my bed, I saw these blankets and everything. So I'm waking to this again. So that's the reason why I woke up.
Yeah. So we can also, I get it. I get what you mean.
You see,
it's actually very interesting. So we can also say why you eat.
Because I felt the hunger.
Yeah, we felt the hunger.
You see. Yeah.
And you go to food because you've seen the food.
Yeah. That's what I've been taught. This is what this is what goes here.
Yeah.
This goes here, inside here.
So can we put it in a nutshell and say, you live for the past?
You know, I've always had a problem with myself whenever I watch your videos and you were speaking.
Please, let's go.
Yeah.
Anything you have issue with, I think today let's clear.
Yeah.
And by the way, I've got no monopoly of truth. This, for me, the way I feel, in us talking, this is one way of removing the hypocrisy, the division, even in our thinking.
Because we are seeing, you put it out there.
Yeah, and then truth should come out of it.
Yeah. You see, I won't say I'm living for the past. I am from the. I won't even say I'm from the past.
Yeah.
But I am in the now.
What is now?
Now.
Yeah.
Now is forever changing. I could never. I can never say this is now because it's always current. The moment is always current.
Yeah.
But
What is the moment?
Always it's forever flowing.
Yeah, but how do you know of a moment?
Of a moment.
Yeah.
Because of change.
Yeah.
Because of change.
And how do you know of a change?
How I see you either maybe let's say I see yeah, because I can see.
Let's go with
there's information which I can.
Yeah. Okay, so these are very actually. It happens so fast. We have to be very, very slow in it.
Yeah.
So change. How do you know of a change? For you to see that this bottle is here and then it changed, it moved from here.
Yeah.
First, you have to record this moment. You wouldn't know that there was a moment if there was no record.
Now, let's say this table here, and then I've got maybe something sharp, and then I'm busy cutting here. Yeah. You're gonna see at the same time there's particles. There's gonna be particles as I'm cutting through. There's particles moving away from the knife and all that. So that is change. It's happening as it happens. I won't say I have to see it first to record it, and then maybe when you're talking to me coming to speak of it, to speak of what I know or what is now, maybe as you're asking me. So now at that time I've got to speak of the past because you are asking me. You see, but if you're asking me what's the change now, I won't say this is the change because it's already happening. The change is that you are asking me what is the change. That is the change.
No, I get it. No, go slow there. Let's say I take away your memory.
Okay.
I take away your memory of, let's say you cut this, right? Now it's split, right? Let's say I take away the memory that it was full like this.
Okay.
Would you know that there was a change? That there's a change?
I'll go even deeper. I will go to the particles that there is change because there's like how the wall cracks. You won't see it. But it's always happening. It's happening. It's always that at every second.
Yeah, but let's say I take away the memory of the wall with no crack. How would you notice that there's been a change from no crack to crack?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying actually. Even if like the wall that's not cracking at that moment. To me, I've got to know that this wall is cracking, even if I don't see the crack. To me, I have to know that this is moving actually. It's moving. There's particles. The wall is made up of sand, and the sand is the tiny part, and they are moving because there's a sun hitting it. So it might be bending in some way. You see, like you see how I perceive it.
Another word for change is movement, right? Let's say you're in a car. You're in Pretoria. Then you arrive to Cresta, for instance.
Okay.
How do you know that you moved from Pretoria to Cresta if it's not the memory of Pretoria?
The minute I start my car, I'm starting my car, and the minute it start moving, I already know that I'm moving away from this. Away
from what you recorded. Away from something that
I'm
you know.
seeing, not recording. The thing that I'm seeing already at this moment. Maybe you can say, maybe to further example, you can say, when I was moving, there was no rain. And now I'm at Cresta, there's rain there.
Yeah.
The memory of me with rain, there's no memory of me, I've got no memory that there's rain where I come with.
Yeah.
It's only sun.
You have memory of a state where there's no rain.
Yeah.
Now you see rain.
No, I don't see it. I don't know if maybe you get me. Maybe.
Okay, you can replay it.
I'm taking out the. I'm speaking of from your example.
Yeah.
I'm moving. I'm at Pretoria, you see, and then I moved to Cresta. And you're asking me how do I know that I've moved from Pretoria to Cresta? I'm saying that the moment I start moving, I'm starting to either drive away. The minute I'm starting to drive, I already know that I'm moving away from this.
Yeah, from what?
From Pretoria.
Yeah, how do you know of Pretoria?
Because I'm seeing it. I'm here. I'm still at Pretoria. Yeah, I'm still at Pretoria.
No. You're already in Cresta. When you're here, let's say you're here. Well, let's call it Randbeck.
When I'm Cresta, when I'm at Cresta, I will tell you that it's been long that I've knew that I've left Pretoria long ago.
Yeah, now that you are here.
Yeah.
How do you know of Pretoria? You recorded it.
Yeah.
Which is memory.
Yeah, I get what you say.
That's memory, right?
Yeah, I get what you say.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that. Now take away memory.
Yeah.
Take away that.
You ask him what?
How do you not change? There's no proof of change if there's no memory.
Yeah, I see.
That's what I'm trying to.
I see.
Yeah, we have to go slowly there. That's because that's very important to see that.
Okay, let me just say, if you take away my memory, I'm left with senses that perceive.
Yeah, senses. Okay, you see
that never record. They never record. Everything, the sound comes in. They always passing. I hear it, but there's nothing in my mind.
No, there's recording.
No, I'm saying when you remove the memory.
When you remove memory, it's like having. So senses are like the receptor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Senses are like the receptor.
Yeah.
And then memory is what you record, what you receive when you record it. That's what you call memory, right? So without the memory, there's no proof of what you're receiving. Without, if you don't record what you're receiving, you don't know what you're receiving. It's like right now, visually speaking, right?
I understand you.
Like visually speaking, you're only seeing me because you are recording me.
Because I have got a memory of you.
Yeah. You're only seeing my memory, not me as I am right now.
I'm recording. I'm actually seeing you both recording, having this is a memory to me. This is going to be a memory to me also.
No, already it's a memory. You know why?
But remember, we have not done yet.
No.
So there's still more. There's still more.
Okay, let me even go in the science of it.
Okay.
So it takes some milliseconds for your brain to capture the light through your lenses and then make an image. It goes somewhere in behind your things and make an image. So what you see, what your brain sees is the record of all that light and the memory, all that mechanic happening.
That's what you see.
That's what you see. You're seeing the past of what is actually what you're calling now.
So you're saying that now is the past.
What you call now is actually the past.
So this is the past. This is what's happening.
Yeah, what's happening? The perception, because there's a delay in your perception. The way the senses are capturing that, and then making an image. What you're calling both, seeing, hearing, feeling. It takes milliseconds for your brain to actually say, "Oh, there's seeing, there's light, there's." Which is the past? Which is the record? That's the record.
That's why I don't understand.
Yeah,
that's why I don't understand.
Yeah, we can spend the whole day talking about that. That is the most important thing.
Yeah, I think it's very because I see it as
you think it's
divided.
Instantaneous.
It's instantaneous.
You think what is happening is instantaneous.
Yeah.
There's no delay in it.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I'm thinking of it.
Yeah. So that's why they say they even say time is relative. Depending on how fast the record is happening, we could be in the same place, but depending on how fast things are being recorded and happening, we are seeing two different worlds entirely.
Yeah, I understand. Like that example of someone in the train and someone outside the train.
Outside the train.
They both seeing time different.
Time differently. Because for them to see, a record must happen first. They're always seeing the record.
I really don't understand how is it? How is it possible? Maybe let's say a newborn.
Yeah.
A newborn, they haven't seen anything. They're from the womb. They are just now from the womb.
Yeah, but the senses are already happening.
But they're not the one of seeing. Not seeing.
Yeah.
Whenever it could be feeling and other things. Whenever they come out, this second, they've just see. They don't. I won't say they have already.
Let's say they see for the first time.
The first time they see, because I don't even they know how they look. They don't even know how the human is built. They don't even know.
They don't even know of themselves.
Yeah. They just see now with the doctors and whoever is here who's holding them. So I won't say that's the record. That's the first time they start recording. Yeah,
the record starts even already in the womb.
Of seeing,
seeing. Yeah. Okay, let's say, because even some kids, I think they take some maybe weeks before they actually
even
see properly.
Okay,
let's just say when they actually see the face for the first time. So what they see, right, is not the now.
What is it?
Is the recorded now. You can't see if there's no record.
When did they record it?
Because, remember, let's say I take the brain, there's a problem with the brain, which doesn't allow you to see. Let's say you have an accident.
Okay.
And then you lose the function of seeing because there's a problem of the brain.
Of see, but your eyes, of seeing.
Yeah, of
with
seeing.
Your eyes.
Yeah, with your eyes. Why is that? Because there's a problem with the recording system of the brain.
Maybe I've never experienced that the example you make of someone who've had an accident and then I just wanted to know that time what do they see, because even darkness, even when I close my eyes, there's something to see. There's darkness. It's dark.
That's darkness.
Yeah, so I see dark. I see dark when I even see when my eyes are closed. So hence I'm asking.
So basically what I'm trying to say, I guess I can change it and say consciousness. What you are conscious of is always the past. You can never be conscious of what you're calling now.
How? That's really one I want to understand.
Okay,
how is it?
I don't know how
because
I'm gonna explain
this water, like you see, it's moving now.
Yeah.
As I'm shaking it, it's moving.
Yeah. You think it's moving now.
That's why I have to. How do I think? Because it's not only me, both me, even
I know.
There's only two of us here.
Yeah.
There's someone maybe who's far who can't hear our
Okay,
conversation.
another example. All right. Let's say when you look at the star, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You see the stars. You see at night.
Yeah,
at night. So those stars are dead a long time ago. You're just seeing the explosion of those stars.
You see, hey, I've got a big problem with science. I'm really not someone who's scientific.
No, I can explain that. It's a very simple concept. That one
of the stars.
Of the stars. So let's say the star. Let's say the sun explodes. Explodes, right? We have some aliens long, far away. Okay, not even. Let's just say let's say if the sun explodes right now, because it takes about 8 minutes for the lights of the sun to reach us.
Okay.
So by the time it explodes and disappears, we'd only know it after 8 minutes. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. What you are seeing is not actually is 8 minutes late. It's a process.
It's a way.
It's a way. It's a process that is long past. You are just capturing it. So what you're seeing is the capture of a process.
That's already happened.
That already happened.
Yeah, I've got a problem. I've got a problem with that, serious. Because with me, what I'm seeing is what's happening now.
Yeah. Well, because to you it's the now.
Yeah, it's now.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying the now is actually is relative. There's no one who has a single now.
Everyone's now is different.
The actual now is when you stop the division of these tiny different things in the system that think they're separate. It's when you are the entire system. Then you can access the now.
But how do you do it? Can you do that?
No, well, first you have to realize that you don't have access to that. You have to realize that you are stuck in the...
My now.
Yeah, in your now.
Yeah.
You have to realize that you don't see truth. That's what I call righteousness. You are not living, not the righteousness the way we put it, go to church and all that. No. You are limited in the perception of what actually is. Yeah, what's happening.
But me knowing of what's happening, what's going to change? What's going to be the difference? What's going to change? Because there's a lot within that now of yourself, of myself, There's infinite that I cannot get down with, because now I'm hungry. Now there's a lot there. I'm thinking about this. I'm doing this, and everywhere there's
it keeps on happening. It doesn't stop.
That's why I'm saying it's instantaneous.
And the reason it doesn't stop is because of the actual now, not you. It doesn't stop because you are always capturing the thing that is making you now, what you're calling now.
It doesn't stop because of
that process, the actual.
Why is there that? Why? I think I have a problem with that because I think with me, when I die, I die. I'm only everyone. That's the now. I could say maybe there's another now outside
another
of me.
thing. Let's talk about death now.
Okay,
see,
yeah.
So see, as you're exploring this, see, we ask the question. What's the point of seeing, I think you implied in your question, what's the point of seeing that now if already in my now here there's so much
There's
happening?
so much, yeah.
Yeah. So you shouldn't try to see it because there's a point to it. Because now that you're introducing you're trying to control, you're trying to give direction to your investigation. It's limiting you. Your investigation is always limited. So don't try to find a reason to why you should do that. But you would see if just by curiosity you're trying to find out even your own now, you see that it's limited. Inevitably, it's slowly taking you to the actual now. By seeing what is not now, the actual now is you're getting to the now. So you said death. I die. What is it that die?
To who?
To you, when you say I die.
The body dies.
The body died.
Yeah,
By the way, I was a few days ago, I was even talking to my mom this morning. She lost her mom, which is my grandma. The one, not the biological one, the one who raised her, which is sometimes even closer than your actual mom. So the one that raised you, sometimes it can be more of a mom than your real mom, depending on how you were raised. So she went through that phase. And you can see the suffering that she's going through. No, there's nothing you can tell her right now that would make her feel good. So you see that what you were saying, the memory that she has of her, and knowing that there's no possible extra memory she can accumulate because this thing here is gone. Probably she won't accept that reality. She'll project it to some space where eventually they will meet.
I think that's the problem. That's somehow.
No, I will show you that it's not different from a guy who thinks that to just disappear.
Okay.
Yeah. So some say, well, we die, then there's some guy who will come from the sky, and then eventually we'll be in some really nice, beautiful place where all of us meet. Maybe some will go burn somewhere there.
Yeah, I see that.
But hopefully the whole family meets there. I always find it funny because how will the family be reunited if there's no such thing as family in the whole paradise? But anyway, that's just in the brackets. So they're projecting, right? Based on the information they have, based on the record the system has given them. Then there's the other guy who says, well, I think when I die, it's just the end. There's nothing, it's just going to be blank. There's no feeling anything, no perception, nothing. That's another projection.
Okay.
Do you see that it's a projection? Saying that there won't be a thing.
Yeah, it's a projection, I see.
So thought, you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Similarly to my mom who's thinking that there will be a place. Imagining that. So thinking is in operation there. All right. So what you call death is that process of thinking. That process of projecting.
What I call death.
When you say I will die, when I die, clearly, we see the body is not functioning anymore, right? And then there's that thing that you call me, I. Is that process of thinking, of projecting, of remembering and imagining.
Not the body.
Yeah, the body will go, it won't really go because it will just go in the sand and so on. But what generally people say death is this thing, that feeling we have of there's an entity, there's something in me, there's me there. There's the self.
What's that actually? Is it that, what is it?
Yeah, let's find out what that is. What is that according to you?
Well, according to me, I'll take it from a practical point. It's something. It's obviously inside. It's obviously inside. My voice, the voice. With the voice, I would say is the more Our voice is actually.
You mean the physical voice, or you mean that thing?
Yeah, speaking. The voice
speaking,
actually
right?
speaking.
Yeah.
I think that's.
How do you speak?
How do I speak?
How do you start any speech?
Well,
Any
besides, I am not sure about the mechanical,
No.
the voice box. And
No,
all
don't
that.
forget about the mechanics. How do you say any word at all?
Well, I've got to think of it. I've got to think.
Okay, so you see, thinking still is the basis there.
Yeah.
So how do you think? What makes you think?
What makes me think? It depends. Well, what will make me think in most cases is what's happening.
What's happening?
Yeah,
What?
whatever that is happening.
Like what?
Like whatever, like now we are speaking. I'm gonna think because we are speaking on this subject, so I've got to think on this subject. Yeah, and nothing else.
Now, when you say subject, for instance, just take the word subject. Why do you say subject?
Because there's a topic.
Yeah, there's a topic.
Because there's a topic.
Yeah, but okay, why do you say topic?
Why do I say topic?
Yeah, what is topic?
Okay, now I see what you're asking. It's a direction.
Yeah, what is direction?
What is direction?
You see that you are defining the words. Every word I'm saying, topic, subject, direction. You are defining it because you have a database. You have knowledge of it. You've been fed the knowledge of it, right? So without knowledge, without the past experience, what you've accumulated, what we're saying memory, there's no thought at all. So what you call I is memory.
Yeah, true.
So when people said I die, they mean memory.
The memory that keeps on going,
on repeating, dies.
They say then that memory will no longer carry on.
Resurface.
Yeah, it will die.
So you see that death is actually a very futile phenomenon because you are dying constantly.
Yeah.
So people mean by that then memory will stop, thinking will stop. Therefore, they feel some sort of emptiness. If there's no thinking, like right now, if you try it.
If there's no thinking.
If attempt to have no thought, see how your whole body is fighting that whole.
Yeah, I know that those practices, like those people who meditate.
No. You see now, you see.
Okay.
See how tricky it is. I tell you, attempt, and already you're bringing all that knowledge of, I know those meditation, and you don't want to actually do it.
No, it's not. You know why? Because I know I cannot do it as I'm awake. I have to kind of like when I'm sleeping, like when I'm sleeping and I don't remember any of my dreams.
But you dream.
But they say we dream every night. Yeah,
you do.
But I don't remember. Maybe I don't remember. Maybe I was drunk or something. It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
I know. Actually, when I drink, which is why I stopped drinking. I find it very hard to remember dreams.
You see, like so. If you could really think about it, you are dead. That's how actually dead.
That's the closest thing to actual death.
I think I'm okay. You're saying the closest. I'm saying
no, because there's more to that. There's more.
Oh,
there's more in.
So
that.
You think there's how? Okay,
no,
how?
I won't tell you how. But this is a personal journey. Yeah.
But there's more to not
in that what you call death.
There's more.
Yeah, there's actually much more that happens.
Okay.
Yeah, in that gap, what you call it, that gap there. Yeah. That's actually the real thing. Not this here. Yeah. That's what we're talking about, the now.
The now, yeah.
Now that never moves, that is not relative. Isn't that? But let's see first what is not that. Because you can't talk about that. So I ask you, attempt to not think. first reaction is you give me an explanation, right? I say, well, no, that's not it. You're just telling me about your knowledge, which is still the same operation, right? Now, you say, well, no, I'm actually doing that because I know I can't. And you start remembering the days where you sleep, and you remember the days where there's some sort of gap, which is still thinking.
That gap there.
You remembering the gap.
Okay, yeah.
It's still not the gap. So that's you running away from the actual death. So that's what we do on a not day to day, millisecond to millisecond. That's how we operate, running away from that. That's what you're calling gap, I guess.
How so? Because that gap, like with my example, you only get it when you sleep. And when you...
How do you know?
How do you know that you only get it when you sleep?
Yeah.
Because
aren't you remembering that?
That's the memory. That's the only memory I've got.
Yeah. So you've turned that into memory.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is...
But it's only... when it happens... It's not like it's only in my mind. I'm actually sleeping. There's people maybe awake.
No, I know what you mean. There, I'm saying, talking about that is not important. I'm saying, seeing that right now, you cannot do it.
That gap.
Yeah, that's...
While you are asleep.
That you've turned that gap into knowledge and you're talking about it right now. And no matter what you do, it's impossible. You cannot get it by force. You can't get into that gap as you are right now, no matter what you do.
So how important do we have to go to that gap? Is it important for us to?
Whether it's important or not important is not the point.
Okay, but
the point is to see that you can never be there on purpose.
Yeah. It's like you can never sleep when you're not tired. Yeah, you roll in bed, because like that's where the gap is found.
Yeah, it's like you can never sleep while you're awake.
Yeah, you can never. Yeah, because you still have energy.
Yeah, that's it. So see, we started with the division, the hypocrisy of the system, right? Of me, you, there, this. Now we went into the details of it. Now we've gotten into thinking, the hypocrisy of thinking itself, which is memory and all that. Now we're talking about this side and apparently that side.
Meaning life and death.
Life and death, right? Now, that division now must cease.
The division of life and death. But it's only in our mind, because always that there's no one who doesn't sleep. Everyone goes to sleep. They has to.
Yeah, but what I'm asking you is not to sleep. You see the man who's dead. It clearly is not sleeping.
Yeah.
There's something else happening.
Wait, okay. I understand that. What is there when we die? What is there when I die? That's the question. Yeah.
So to answer that question, that's why I started with investigating what is death even. What do you mean exactly when I die? What is that entity that dies? Besides that memory.
What is the entity that dies?
Yeah. Is there any entity at all?
With me, hence I'm saying it's like sleeping a dreamless sleep.
Now let's stick with the entity. When you say when I die, what do you mean by that?
When I die?
Yeah.
What do I mean?
What is that I? Who is that?
Yeah, I think we were trying to explain it. Yeah, we did not. This I, with me, it's something that's inside.
What's inside? What is it?
Well, man, it's a feeling.
Feeling of what?
It's a feeling. The I, it's a feeling.
Wow.
It's a feeling because...
Can you see that you are trying to look inside?
At this moment, yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Now, would you be able to try to look inside if you don't know what is looking? Isn't it because you're used to looking that now you're also trying to look apparently inside?
But you're gonna think. You're not gonna.
Yeah, that's thinking.
That's thinking.
Which is memory.
You know, let me ask you this: Is there a difference between? I think I once asked you between thinking and remembering. I think I've
Yeah, you asked me that question.
Is there
I
difference
think
between
and we
thinking
differ on that one. Let's look into. So you're saying, is there
a difference?
is all thinking just remembering? Can we put it like that?
To me, there's a difference. There's thinking and there's remembering. To me,
okay, show me the difference.
When I think, when thinking is something that okay, let me just say, remembering actually is something that comes in. It comes with time. It's like it's coming on this ever. On thinking is something that's always happy. It starts when you wake up. When
you sleep, you are
not thinking. You are remembering. When you are sleepy, because you never gonna dream of something that you don't know.
Yeah, but can you think of something that you don't know?
Yeah, you can. What? Now I can think of how I can change this design of this bottle.
To what?
To something else. I can think that's where thinking is going. Maybe I can put a hole here and put a straw.
Yeah, but because you know what is a hole?
I've thought of it. Yeah.
You are thinking of a hole and a straw because you know a hole and straw.
Not because not that I'm thinking because I know that. I'm thinking because I need a plan for me to take this water out and this is sealed. This is sealed already. But yeah. I need maybe to form a new design. I'm gonna put a straw here so that there's no need for someone to open up here. I'm designing something new from this bottle.
But would you think of a hole if you don't know the concept of piercing?
Would I think of a concept of a hole?
No, would you think of a hole to put a straw if you don't know that there's the possibility of piercing to make a hole?
Yeah, I think so.
How so? How would you know that a hole is possible if you don't know that you must make a hole? You must pierce the hole.
Sometimes maybe this bottle fell. And it already teared by itself. It already so that's that. I maybe let's say I have, but how I won't say I have no idea what a hole is because a hole is only a gap. So
because you've seen a hole before.
What is a hole? What is a hole?
It's a gap.
You see, so there's always a hole.
Yeah.
So even I've always seen it.
Yeah, you've recorded a hole. You've recorded a gap before. That's why you can project a gap in any other surface. Because you've seen empty space, you can imagine emptiness in here. You can imagine, because you've seen clashing, breaking, you can imagine breaking. That movement is pushed by the memory, the knowledge of what you've acquired.
So how then do you come up with something new?
Yeah, that's my favorite. I always ask people, do people come with something new or they reinvent the old?
I think we once spoke about this too, about the painting, about someone who's painting.
Yeah.
Let's say I just put paint here on this table.
Yeah.
It's automatically new. There's no one who has done that. It's gonna be my first time. It's gonna be.
So do you put the pens on purpose or it was an accident? Did you try? Were you attempting to do something?
Either way. Either way. Okay. Sometimes by mistake. Sometimes I was trying to.
So you discover the new. You don't create the new. You don't invent the new. What we call invention.
Yeah.
Is not. Is a modification of the past. Anything new is discovered, not thought about. You can't. You can't think of a new.
Yeah, I understand.
You discover the new. The same way you perceive sound for the first time. The same way you discover, a plane or whatever, a bird, anything natural, basically. So whatever thinking is involved, it's the memory in action. not.
That's what I call remembering.
Yeah, now
that's what I call it, not thinking.
Okay, no, okay. Let's divide thinking. There's remembering and imagining. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Remembering.
But imagining, I would say, is the same thing as you are imagining on the things that you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, which other thing forms thinking? There's remembering. There's imagining. What else is there? Because you can't remember without thinking, right? You can't imagine without thinking.
You can't remember without thinking.
Yeah. Can you remember something without thinking about it?
Let me. What is thinking to you?
Yeah, I'm explaining what is thinking.
Okay. Yeah.
It's remembering.
What is remembering?
Is to call back what is stored. So, for instance, I know taxi rank.
Where it is.
I've stored. Yeah, I've stored it. I've seen it with my senses, through the eyes, all that movements, that thing. So now I'm recalling it. So that's remembering.
Okay, let me say you don't know this place. I'm taking you to the place that you don't know, okay? And I'm asking where is the taxi rank around here?
Yeah, I can't remember that.
And then I put you maybe on the rooftop where you can see the space, where you can actually navigate by yourself. And then I still ask you where is the taxi rank?
Yeah,
I tell you that. Please locate the taxi rank for us. Yeah, we need to go there. Yeah. We need it.
Okay, so for me to locate the taxi rank, I have to know what is a taxi rank.
Yeah, you know it. You already know what a taxi rank is. Yeah, I'm just saying.
So memory, that's memory in action. I can't possibly start looking for a taxi rank if I don't have memory, knowledge of what is a taxi rank. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you a bird. I'm going to say this is a taxi rank. I show you a bird. So I have first to be told what is a taxi rank, yeah. And then I recall it, and then I look something similar to what I've recorded. Yeah. So that's memory in action, which is thinking, one part of thinking. I can't possibly remember something without first thinking about it. If you can, please go ahead and you show me that. Because if I put you on top of okay, let me say I put you on top of a rooftop. I put you on a rooftop, sorry. And then I ask you to show me a kitambala. Show me a kitambala. What is a kitambala?
Yeah, I see.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see it.
You don't know, you have no idea what a kitambala is. Because it's my language. You know it's in real life, but because it doesn't fit your language, you can't connect what I'm trying to say. So memory can't function.
So thinking cannot happen.
Thinking cannot happen. You don't know kitambala is what. In your dictionary, you don't know what the heck is that.
I'm blank.
Yeah, so you're blank. Right?
I see.
So memory, that's how memory works. That's one part of thinking. Then there's another part of thinking, which is imagination, projection. People separate the two, but actually it's the same thing. There's no imagination without memory. Because
yeah, I see.
Yeah, imagination basically is to project, is to modify an image. You know, an image, like when you watch movies, they capture, they record, sequences. Yeah, and then it makes like a movie, which is the past. It's record. So thinking in every aspect is memory.
Let me say on the example of kitambala.
Yeah.
And then I point you at something that maybe I know something. I know the word of mbala from my home, and then I point you at that. There's it. Yeah, I point you at something that's not even it. Yeah. Yeah, I say to you.
Yeah, because
that there's it. There's the kitambala.
Yeah, because that's all you know. Memory. That's all the memory you have. So the memory what you can point out is what you already know. You can't try to make that connection without the memory. So if I had removed even that word you say mbala, all of your memory, you wouldn't even understand what I'm asking you to do.
Let me see, I just point you at anything.
Yeah.
And be very confident in that.
Yeah, okay. So when I say point me at Kitambala, you're only pointing because you know what pointing means.
Because you know why? You know why? Because because I've heard show me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna show you anything.
Which means memory is still in action. You know that you have to show because you understood what I was saying.
You know, in this example, what I'm trying to actually show is that in you asking me, show me the Kitambala. It's like you saying to me, don't think. It's the same thing as saying to me, don't think.
Oh,
you see, you telling me because you know that I don't know of that.
Yeah.
That
It's like telling you don't think.
So you see, you know that.
I'm trying to show you that without memory,
you actually stopping me to think, because at that time I'll be thinking of my things, and then you say, show me the Kitambala. To me, you stopping me, you say, don't think of whatever that you are doing. Yeah, get stuck.
Now remember, we're doing this exercise to prove a point. We're trying to prove the point that we're asking ourselves whether they could be thinking without memory in action. So my point is that any sort of thinking involves memory. Without thinking, you have no movement of... without memory, you have no movement of thinking. So even us talking here, this argument we're having, we're trying to understand each other, is only possible because we have memory of English. Otherwise, there's no communication at all.
They could be communication.
Yeah, I mean, there are many layers of communication besides language. We started with sign language.
Yeah.
We started with all of that. Yeah. But still, that's memory in action. When I do sign language, that's still memory. Your memory. You would know that I'm saying eat or
drink,
because there's memory of that past. So a kid, when he comes in this world, the first thing is recorded. There's some sort of emptiness within himself.
Where do they take the crying from?
The crying.
The crying. Isn't it sound? Just sound. Sound that we have.
Yeah, but kids are actually very knowledgeable. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. But you know,
You know why I'm saying that?
Yeah.
Because the memory I'm talking about is not just pure, merely thinking, but we're talking about even memory of moving the hand, like the DNA. DNA is information.
Yeah.
DNA is just information transferred from previous generations and generations.
It's a replication. Yeah.
That's how you know how to walk. That's how you know how to breathe. That's how. So it's the information that is allowing you to do even the movement of walking and learning and accumulating. The crying you're talking about, all of that. So all that is memory, accumulated memory. Yeah.
But it's not in the mind. It's not in the brain or somewhere. It's all
it's
where there's DNA, and DNA is all over your body.
Yeah. We're trying to get away from the division, thinking that there's a division between the brain and the body. It's an entire system.
It's working together.
It's an entire system. But we come and introduce a division. We said there's an entity inside. We even point at the brain because that's where the thinking happens. But it's actually the whole thing.
The whole body.
It's an entire system. Yeah. So we're saying get away from this superficial level of information, which is the recent recorded information, the thinking, the memory, the imagination. Leave the body with its natural intelligence. See how it's fighting that sort of emptiness. See how that, for instance, even if you wish to stop that movement of talking to yourself, it doesn't happen. So these guys, these monks and all them, the pastors, that's what they've been trying to do for years, for millennia, to stop that thing. Because they figured that they're just machines, quote-unquote machines.
So to them, their thoughts are controlling some other thing.
Yeah, to them,
I don't
they
know.
I think they figured that as long as
They are controlled by thoughts, by their
yeah,
thoughts.
as long as thought in operation, there's nothing new. It's just the old repeating itself one way or another. And what is old is not actual, what we're talking about the now. What is old is some sort of residue of something that is much more real. So they're trying to get to that real thing by attempting to control. And they've come up with very different techniques.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt the ones that actually do get there are the ones that understand that it's impossible.
Yeah. Because now, to me, meditating is something else. To me, meditating is really something
What is
else.
meditation to you?
To me, well, you know, I've got a problem with words. I've really with words. I've got a problem with words.
No, let's leave the word. I want the meaning behind the word. What is meditation to you?
Well, first they've defined it to me. Remember,
Yeah.
I have to use that. I've got to use
I
that.
know.
They've defined what is meditation. Meditation is this and that. So okay, I've got their definition.
Yeah, we've got a definition.
And then I see someone there. Okay, there's someone there maybe meditating out there. To me, this guy is just shutting their thoughts. They're only shutting their senses. They are lowering their senses to themselves. The only thing that's gonna be left there is their thoughts with them.
They're trying to do the opposite. They're quieting the thoughts so that the senses can be more
They heighten their senses.
heightened. And they do get so. I've personally seen.
But that's how is it. It's a game of focus and attention.
Yeah, so you see, me, I call that concentration.
Yeah, you're just concentrating.
To me, that is not meditation.
Yeah, you're just concentrating on your body rather than what you see, because what we see, I think, and hear, what we see and hear is the most of that fills our senses. Like it takes more of
sight has a lot of sight has much more importance to us, it seems. But to people that are blind, I think maybe it's hearing.
Yeah, maybe hearing. And
people have, depending on your capacity, some people have things. But for me, I don't call that meditation.
Yeah, you just...
To me, I call that concentration.
Yeah.
For me, the real meditation is this.
What we are doing.
Yeah. Cornering ourselves.
Yeah, because you're speaking... You're not speaking of you're speaking your mind, actually. You're speaking your mind, but... off it. You're speaking off it.
I'm exposing the limitation of my mind.
Yeah.
Not trying to control my mind. Exposing what I am. Stop the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Stop trying to be something else than you are. Then, and there I'm very careful. Then the other, if there's any other, will be.
if there's it.
I'm saying it's carefully. Because you see, the danger of this is if you confirm or deny that there's something out there, you've started the wrong way.
If you confirm
that there's something other, you've already started there. You've put something. And you know it's there, and you will get there.
Yeah, you are separate from it. Yeah.
And if you say there's not, still is the same thing. You are saying there's not something else.
So
already there's a separation.
Yeah.
And you giving up already on the entire thing.
But I think that's much better, because you see, then the question would be, what's there? There's nothing out there. There's nothing else. You see. Then the question is, what is there? Maybe I'm here.
So I think it's much better for real. It's much better in the terms of you're not basing your whole life on
something else
on projections. Projection which are memory, which are thoughts. There's no projection that doesn't come from memory. So that's I think it's a very good start, at least. You know, that's okay, look, I'll start here. I'll start from where I am. Whether there is something or not, I don't care, but here I am.
Yeah.
So,
But and I can weakness myself.
Exactly. But now, it sounds easy to say that, but are you courageous enough to stay with what you are? You might think that you're actually investigating into what is, right? But most of the time, actually, you are running away from it. There's that, what we talked about at the beginning, that hypocrisy of the system that is trying to separate itself from itself. Because you see, the thing is, if you don't separate yourself from yourself, there's no proof of yourself. But the system can't know itself if it doesn't separate itself.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So you're saying you must separate yourself within yourself?
Yeah, to be there. To be, there needs to be a separation.
How do you even do that? Because so there's the third one who's gonna separate, or there's this one who's
third or fourth or fifth, as long as there's a second,
who's okay.
Already separation has happened and there's proof of existence. Otherwise, there's no existence.
So how do you say that there's the second? How do you divide within? Because there's only one body. So how do you divide? How?
The very second you said there's one body.
I'm divide.
You're saying there is. You are pointing at the body as if you are not the body. You see what's implied in so there's no looking without dividing. There's no hearing without dividing, whether it's within yourself or even outside.
So So how does it happen within? Because outside there's sound there and there's my
outside,
ear here.
Outside is very clear. Inside is true thinking.
It's true
thinking.
Only thinking.
As long as there's thinking, division is in operation.
How so?
Think of anything.
A bed, maybe.
Yeah, bed. How do you think of a bed? Aren't you picturing a bed there?
Okay.
You are picturing a bed, right? When you say a bed. Within yourself, forget about me. Just be, you can even be quiet for a second.
Why do we have to picture it? Because I'm only using my words.
Yeah,
I did not picture it.
Okay.
Even with me, I won't say. But this is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I did not picture it, but I don't know how you're gonna take it. But I did not. I'm just saying it because it crossed my mind. As you say, think of anything else. So I'm opening my mind.
It's crossed your mind. How so?
Because you gave me a platform.
No, I'm saying, how did it cross your mind? What was the first contact for you to say bed? Inside your mind. Forget about me.
Maybe you can say that is what I was not aware of. How did I get to?
The secret is in the speed of it. It's happening too fast.
To me, maybe I might have imagined a tree.
Yeah, okay. You just, when you say you must, I just even see you. I just saw you do this. I might imagine a tree. So you are picturing the tree.
Yes, and then the bed comes in.
Okay,
you see, I'm picturing a tree, but
no, stay to the tree.
I'm speaking to a bed.
Look what happened.
I speak of a bed.
By explaining, you tried slowly, but you said I might have been picturing a tree. And you did that specific movement of the tree, which means in your mind, you are picturing the tree. Because you even give it direction. You know where the tree is.
The tree is, yeah.
So the only reason you're doing that is because you've been outside.
But you've asked me about to think of anything.
No, forget the bed.
Okay.
Whether you forget about whether you think of the bed or next thing you think of the water, I'm saying, look at the subtlety of any thought at all, of how any thought, any image comes to your mind. That's where the secret is. Not why you are thinking of that or what is it that you're thinking about. How does that happen in the mind?
The thinking.
Yeah, how does imagination happens? How does a memory happen?
As we are speaking, are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking. For instance, when you ask me that question, I have to think of the meaning of the question itself first.
As you are answering, I'm saying, as you're answering, maybe I ask you the question. Obviously, you're going to listen to it first, you're going to hear it first, and then think and process it.
Yeah.
As we are speaking, are you still doing that? Are you still thinking? As you are...
Just a bit faster. It's the same operation, but faster.
So you are speaking as you are...
You can't speak if you don't think. Otherwise, what are you speaking about? Yeah.
Does a crazy person think?
100%.
They think.
Yeah.
They just think in the way they think.
Yeah. Yeah, they think they just have different chemical stuff that maybe is a bit messed up, but there's thinking happening. Also, even people that have mental issues, there's some people that, for instance, they schizophrenia, right? There's so much in their thoughts that they divorce themselves from the reality here. So, for instance, they'll be thinking of a gorilla, for instance. And the thinking, since the imagination, you see the same way you normally picture it and then quickly passes. So you're always playing a ping pong with this reality, the outside, and your inside. But with him, it has so much energy that the inside becomes the outside. So the gorilla actually, now it becomes his reality. So he sees a real gorilla here, and it actually attacks him. That's why you see they start running around. They have an episode because the thinking has got too much energy. He has lost the ability to kind of drop it from time to time to come here. Yeah. So he's divorced from the outside. So it's the same operation that's constantly happening. The thinking. You record, you think, record, think, record. So you are always, what you call outside is actually the senses interacting with the whatever that is not you, right? And then the inside is the memory of what has been recorded playing around, shifting left and right, and so on.
So there's a specific part in us where there's memory.
Yeah, there's a part in us where there's memory.
And I don't know, but because there's I don't know if maybe recent studies or what, but there's some videos I've watched where they say there isn't because they say memory, even my leg has its own memory.
Yeah, there's also muscle memory, for instance.
Already there, you see, already.
But remember we said it's a system.
It's a system, yeah.
There's no, you can't really say, when we say that there's some prehistoric memory, like, the hippocampus, so there are some things that are triggered or some cells that hold different type of memories, for instance. Like if you mess up let's say your right brain, there's some functions that you kind of lose because that specific functionality has been saved in that specific area. Yeah, but memory is everywhere. I reject every sort of division. Whether there's a me, there's an entity within myself, which implies a division. Whether you, as if you are not
you and me. Yeah,
I don't see that as well.
What do you see? What do you
okay,
see?
so I think now perhaps it's the time I give you my perspective of this.
No. You don't have to give me.
Okay, so let me ask you, how do you see space?
Man, my eyes.
What's your relationship with space?
Space, this space.
Yeah.
Space.
Okay,
space. What
is space to you?
Space is just.
Okay, so show me space first. Can you show me space?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, like what? Show me where. Since it's everywhere, show me where.
Everywhere.
Oh, so
everywhere
you mean this emptiness?
Well, let me try to put to define it better. Space is anything else. That's
No, take your time.
No. But you know what I want to do? I want to separate space from me. That's what I want to say.
Okay, that's what
I'm in space.
You are in space.
I'm in space.
We're saying physically. Physically, you are in space.
I'm in space.
So space is everything around you that is not material. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Everything that's material has filled space. Yeah.
So that's your relationship, your understanding of space.
Space, yeah.
For me, I look at it, well, not even look at it. I see it differently.
How so?
See, for instance, I don't see any separation of this hand with space. So it's like when you quote, I'm just using language because remember, for the difficulty of what we're trying to do here, since we're trying to remove division, we have first to see that the system itself plays the division. So even the language we're using has
hence I
division
told you,
implied.
I've got a really problem with words, man.
Yeah, I know.
Even the word division itself.
Yeah.
Why do we even say? Why do we even say we have to speak about this division, this gap here? Why do we even have to speak about that? Why are we focused on that? Because it's here. It's here with our eyes and how we move. We can move through it and do things. So
So what is apparent? Apparently, everything is divided. I mean, there's this mic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. If we walk around and say there's not this mic divided from me, people will think you're crazy. But my statement is that that is illusory. It's not so.
I understand.
It appears so, but it's really not so.
And then what?
So you might ask me, why am I saying that?
Before I want to get there is the person was asking if maybe there's a TV. Yeah,
the entity asking.
The entity asking.
Yeah.
Why are they asking? Because it means they somehow don't. I don't know what do they.
No, you see,
want because
and by the way, the reason why
it's like saying maybe I might be very controversial.
No, please go ahead.
Someone who says to me, man, there's a God who could. Why are you talking about? It's like speaking about this gap here.
Yeah, the gap.
You're speaking like now there's something in this. There's this gap, like this gap means something to me, and like you see, like but it's there, and whether I speak about it or whether I say it's division or it's multiplication, it's there. You see what I'm trying to mean. It's like it's like we just chatting. It's like we just coming up with this word. It's like the words are important more than this because it's there. This thing is already there. But now we use many ways. There's this space and this.
So that's why I started with hypocrisy.
Yeah.
I'll show you why. So the very first second there's the feeling of an entity.
The feeling.
Yeah. The feeling
of the feeling is just a feeling.
It's a feeling because you are thinking about it.
No, you are feeling it.
No, there's no feeling without thinking.
Yeah, I wanted to speak about you with this already. I say there's a difference between thinking and feeling.
You remember is feeling? What is feeling?
Feeling.
Yeah.
You see, as I'm touching, I can feel the temperature.
So you mean physical feeling?
I can feel the temperature.
Yeah. You know why you're feeling that?
Yeah.
Because you've recorded it as a memory, which is thinking. Yeah.
Imagine if I put my hand inside the water, whereas I don't know if the water is cold. I don't know about the temperature of the water.
Yeah.
But I'm just putting it inside there. And then maybe I found that the water is cold. Cold and all that is because the feeling itself is because of the memory. Yes.
Because of the memory. If you don't have memory, that's why you have people that if they lose the function of the brain, that process they will record. They can put their hands in hot water, it's boiling and they feel nothing.
But the hand is burning.
The hand is burning. The same way people that have psychological issues, they can convince themselves that they are burning. And the whole body starts actually burning. No, it actually starts burning.
Even if they put
even if
take
they
the temperatures.
Yeah, they right here. They take the temperature.
Scanners,
there's a guy who died once he got locked in a see those those big buses, those trucks where they put like cold stuff. I don't know how the word in English. You know the way you keep like the fishes, like the meats.
Cold storage.
Yeah, cold storages. Yeah. So he got himself locked in it, but it was not plugged, so it wasn't cold at all. Yeah. And then he panicked, said, "Oh my God, I'm dying," because the next shift is like in 4 hours. This thing normally, if you spend 30 minutes in it, you're dead. Yeah. And then the whole body actually died. Down. It died exactly as if you were
cold.
Cold. So that's the power of that of the mind. Yeah.
But now, can you do the opposite?
The opposite also.
Like maybe going inside there when the fridge is plugged and telling yourself, "No, I'm not gonna."
Yeah, you can do the opposite. It's a trend. I mean, these guys. I mean, you've seen the monks that go in the Himalayas, cold. Like, if you go there, you spend 2 minutes there, you're dead.
Isn't it that they are used to it? They get their body used to it. They adapt.
There's some serious training.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. I just want the power of how the mind could take over the body. I shall say, because it's like that. It's like that.
If you have.
It's like the mind is...
See, there are two... The way I look at it, there are two different ways of playing with this thing, the mind. Either you control, you do what they call meditation, that concentration thing.
What do you control? The mind?
The thinking.
Are you controlling it?
Yeah, you're under the illusion that you control.
Let's say there was someone who's meditating and there's someone who's at a party and they're enjoying themselves there.
Yeah.
See, they're the same.
They're the same, but the only difference is this entity here, the one so-called meditating, is much more attentive, focused
at that time.
Yeah, on the movement of his being. Yeah. So the party is really more
focused on what's happening outside.
Yeah, it's more of a contemplation versus concentration.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I wouldn't say one is more important than the other, but everyone has an advantage. Those guys that do that, they learn to control themselves so bad that inevitably some qualities come out of it, of playing with the mind and interacting with the physical. What people call miracles.
Powers.
No, those are actual. Well, I mean, don't take my word for it.
I always see.
And I think those are the most dangerous people. People that attend those things by forcing, controlling. Those are very serious.
The people that want to control they use
the same way they controlled it, the same way they will control what's out here. So I think it's dangerous approaching it like that.
Yeah, because there's no need of. I see it.
But there's another way, through seeing, through just attention. Basically, what we're doing here. Through seeing what actually is, being that attentive, inevitably some other qualities come. But I don't see them being bound by some sort of control, dividing yourself so that you can control yourself, which outside shows as controlling others, hurting or helping others. But through that, this sort of attention with no division, there's no clash of you forcing onto something else, whether it's internally or outside. Yeah. But Brenway, that's just a bracket.
Yeah, we're speaking about the feeling and the thinking, because I'm saying there are two different things. I don't know if you still...
No. So I'm saying
without... They're the same thing.
Remove the capacity to think, feeling is not processed.
What happens to a newborn? A newborn will feel, but they don't know what they are feeling.
No, they do.
They don't know what, like, you could bend their leg.
They move.
They don't know what's happening. They just feel. They just feel uncomfortable.
No, they recorded.
No, when it's their first time. Like the newborn. Yeah, they just came now.
You see, the reason why he's moving from this position to this position is because there's a record that this position is uncomfortable. There's danger here.
Yeah.
Another position is required.
Might be,
yeah. that there's a record of there's something happening there.
Or not
Therefore,
specifically.
They don't need to know whether it's thing. They just need to know that there's something happening.
But they could go back there. They
will go back there
because
because their memory isn't as the more we grow, the more our memory become rigid.
Yeah.
So we make it rigid.
Yeah.
That's why we have even religions and tribes. The more you do the same thing over and over, the more you like it. The more you eat pap, the more pap is your thing. But kids are kind of like free. They take it and they lose it easily. They know how to die, basically. They know how to give up on memory.
So don't we know, can't the adult do that?
100% we can. But you don't want to because you care about your money. You care about your tribe. You care about your gods.
It's because there's someone who cares about me caring about God.
Yeah.
There's
because
someone
the system is punishing you. Is basically the system wants you to be a slave.
Like every money, like every money. It's not my choice. if it was me, really.
If you could survive a normal life
without money, you see.
But there's all these things that come because the more sophisticated we become, the more sophisticated our minds also become. The jealousy, the record, all that record gives you jealousy and pursuit and ambition. All those things, they make you rigid. You want to keep the system moving. The system wants to survive, basically. Because if it doesn't...
By you being rigid.
Yeah, by you being rigid and your kids being rigid. Therefore, the tribe will survive. Therefore, the belief will survive. So, because if you don't, not only the system collapses, the division collapses, then that thing is there. Okay, I don't know how to put it. I have to explain it to you. All right, bro. So we have a very serious situation. There's something pushing this thing.
What thing?
Actually, the only thing that is.
What thing? Yeah, you see that this is that. Now I want to ask you, really.
Yeah, it's
what
you.
Thing? What
Let me say you.
Me as a person. Me, which me? What me? What the me that
there's
you
no
see?
other person.
Oh, yeah. I want to ask to be very clear.
Yeah.
Why? If you say me, what me?
There's no other me. There's never been two people in this world.
What is two then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not two. There's only there is. Not. There's no two.
Like numbers, specifically. We're speaking about numbers.
Numbers. Basically, we're talking about that division. There's one and two. Yeah, there's never been 1, 2, 3. There's one unitary thing happening.
Isn't it that you mean that there's no two, but there's one and one?
Yeah, one and divisible.
There's no 5, but there's one 5 times.
Yeah, it can divide. I mean, it's like a hand. I can pretend that this can pretend that it's different from this and this, but it's really just one hand.
Like this. This is 3.
Yeah,
it's 3. How isn't it? Why isn't it? Isn't it 1, 1, 1? Yeah, why am I saying it's 3?
Yeah, you see. Yeah. So this finger here, if it was conscious of itself, it would really think that it's separate from this and this and this. It would never know that it's just one hand.
One hand, but they are separate. They
appear separate.
No, I mean, there's space between them. These fingers.
Yeah, there's space between. They appear to be space.
And I cannot take this finger and put it here. It won't work. It won't be as like I won't put my thumb here because so this finger this one has to work like a thumb, has to grab. Yeah. It won't because this is a space for a thumb.
I think I know what you're trying to convey there. Let me. And that's why I actually said how I perceive space. So can you separate yourself from space?
Can I separate myself?
Can you separate this body from space?
No.
So you are space. The idea you have that there's you in space is illusory because you have a very narrow mind of it.
Look, hear this. I cannot separate it from space, but it is not space. It's the body. Hence, you are saying there's this body.
You think there's the body.
The body has to. The body only is there because there's space.
Yeah,
Actually,
what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying there's no such thing as the body in space or space around the body. It's one and the same. Your perception is giving you that idea that there's something in something. The inside and outside.
My eyes.
Yeah, your information. Because, I mean, even you take some other beings, they have, let's say, infrared vision. What they see is completely different from what we look. Yeah. So even their perception of things in space or space is different. So our limitations are giving us the idea that we are in things. There's inside and outside. There's that implicit thing in us that there's an inside and therefore there's an outside because of our limitations.
So are we not going to be limited if we say there's only one thing? Isn't it that the
anything
limitation?
you state is a limit.
Is a limit.
Yeah. That's basically, if there's anything you have to see, is that anything you do is a limit.
But everything we do, anything we do is a limit. But the unlimited is always there.
You thinking of the unlimited is an action limited. Of the that's a limit. That's the only reason you're actually limited. Thinking of the unlimited. Yeah.
So, isn't it? Can I not put it vice versa and say that
whichever way you approach it.
So what do you mean? You actually mean that it's not there's no separation.
Yeah, which is
from space.
Yeah, there's no separation. I'm just saying it, but actually, what I'm trying to say is anything you say or do as a being is an act of separation, of division. So when you say there's no separation, that's illusory. That's you actually introducing a separation. You see?
But there is separation.
That's the birth of separation. Any action of man through thinking is separation. That is what the system should be aware of. Not try to be unitary. Or what's not, just to be aware that anything I do is the introduction of division. The other then, sorry, my limitation. Then the other is. Then you're making the ground for the other. When I say the other, you know what I'm trying to say, understand my limitation. I can't put it any other way. When you corner yourself that much, it's not even that you're cornering yourself. You are seeing what is. Yeah, you are seeing your own smallness. Then the real deal now can.
What? You see now that it's like there's a limit where I've got to reach it, and then
because you see the limit. So why are we saying that?
To me, you know what? It's like when the child is born. Yeah. That's when the unlimited. That is the real time.
No, I think there's more. There's more than that.
You know, personally. Yeah. There's. I don't know if it's in scriptures or. But there's this saying that this is heaven. This is the only heaven.
There's no other heaven.
You know that you might find that. I don't
know. I've never read scripture, so I wouldn't really know.
Yeah,
I kind of browsed through it. So
I also don't read much. I also don't read, not even much. But you know that there's you'd find that like a child. A child has no knowledge of much.
Yeah, they have very dormant knowledge.
Yeah, of only the things that they do.
Yeah, the body.
Yeah, maybe like a child who has grown, who has friends and all that. That's I won't say is their limit. Actually, like limit is
the less knowledge, the less limited. People have the impression that the more I know, the more the less I'm limited. So I acquire more and more and more and more so that I can
be unlimited.
Yeah. It's the other way around. Yeah. Every knowledge brings a limitation.
Yeah.
So, which means what? Now, put it practically, right? Not just theoretically, because here we're just theorizing about it. Knowledge is only possible through thinking.
That's You see words, man.
No. Follow the logic. You can look at it. You'll have time to go through it. We'll discuss about it when you have the time to look at it. Knowledge is the limiting factor of man. Without knowledge,
knowledge is the limiting factor of man.
The more knowledge,
you
the more limits you are putting there.
The more knowledge you acquire, the more.
Yeah.
But I would say again, the more unlimited you become. As much as you limit yourself with the knowledge that you are acquiring, is as much as that you are unlimited, because there's someone who doesn't know what you know, and they naturally can only do what they can, but because you know a little bit more than they do, you can do more, so you are more unlimited to what they could be. They are limited.
What is knowledge to you?
Knowledge. Yeah, you see, it's a good question. It's a good question. Knowledge, yeah, man, it's a very good question.
Because I think that's where, if you don't see that, then you don't see how bad knowledge is. It's necessary. Yeah. Because, I mean, that's why we're talking, we know English.
Yeah. You see, to me, with my understanding, there's knowledge is information, is just, hey, man, for this knowledge. But now, there's a catch that I have.
Yeah.
The word knowledge is not mine. I did not discover, or is there in the dictionary.
No, let's forget the word. The meaning behind knowledge. What meaning do you give to the word knowledge? What is it? If I had to say,
remember, I have to work on something, like you telling me the word already. That work on what is this word?
Okay, so
who came up with this?
I actually like your approach to this whole thing. You're seeing the actuality of limitation. So when I said what is knowledge to you, you are running back to what has been given to you, right?
I have no other way.
Yeah, you have no other way.
Yeah, I have no other
That's your limit.
Yeah. Because
they told you where to stay.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that.
Yeah. So you are limiting me, actually. By asking me, you are limiting me. That what is... You should not ask me, what is? What is?
Not even if you say what is.
Yeah, still.
So that's what I mean by knowledge. That's the past that doesn't want to disappear. The past the past has told you what you should be, and you are constantly running to the past. So that's your limit. You are always staying in that small boxes. So that's why
That's why with this with the word knowledge, I want to start first there. That remember, there's knowledge from the dictionary. The word is there in the dictionary, and there's a definition.
Okay, so you see the word.
So I've got to change it for myself.
No, you've already changed it. Actually, let me show you that you've changed it.
Okay.
There are people that when you ask them what is knowledge, they would go
straight to the answer.
Define.
Yeah, same time.
They don't see the operation of what is happening. You are saying knowledge, actually what is knowledge in its entirety? What is, you say, oh, how come, actually knowledge is, when you ask me that, the only move for me is to go back to what has been given. So you are seeing your machinery. You are seeing your limitation as a man. That is knowledge in operation. That is the real definition of knowledge. You see?
Okay. I see what you do.
Yeah, so that's something real.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Not the idea of knowledge.
Yeah. Me actually seeing
your machinery
and actually operating it and not going like any other.
Not just repeating
like
you don't even see what you're repeating.
Yeah, you don't even know actually because
So now that attention, you can only do that because you are attentive to what is actually happening.
You see, when your attention, that's when I can say. When you are attentive, that's when I can say you are thinking.
No. Actually, attention is the stop of thinking. That's the real deal. What I'm saying.
You know why I'm saying attention is thinking? Because that's when you are gathering all that information.
Yeah.
And you're gonna actually repeat it to you.
Attention is gathering. Attention is the possibility to gather. Through attention, gathering is possible. What has been gathered is the thinking now. Is what makes thinking possible.
That's when I say that's the remembering.
Yeah, call it whatever you want.
Okay. Man, maybe that's the way thinking. I think I've got my
you see, as we're having this discussion, we've seen our limits, don't give importance to words anymore. It's like we have our own language now. We are talking on we are walking somewhere together. Yeah, it's something much more real than the repetition of the words. So we are in some place together there. The division has ceased. It's not that I'm somewhere and you are somewhere. We are what you seeing is what I'm seeing. And it's not yours.
Yeah.
Attention is not yours.
We brought it together.
Attention does not belong to anyone. Attention is. When there's attention, you've gotten away from the futility of human life, as I usually put it.
When there's attention.
Yeah, when there's attention. When there's attention.
You've gone to...
Yeah, then I think you are operating on a much more profound level of, again, I'm using these words, division, profound, lower, higher, to express what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so when there's attention in the process, and I'm also in that state of that attention, it's not that you are having your attention there and then I'm having my attention. We are that attention. Yeah. Then now we can discuss these things on a much more serious note. Yeah.
Because you're attentive.
We've removed the division. What was dividing us is the thinking. What you call it, all this knowledge of describing what is knowledge, of what is memory, what is what. But the attention of the mechanism of it is our unitary factor. Then we move from there. Now, push that. You push that. Of course, you work, you're always busy with something. Life, remember, the system doesn't want you to be there, to be in that attention. Anything must take you away there.
Let's speak about this. Let's speak about that. With me, my work, everyone who's working actually. I regard that as life still. Like there's someone who's gonna say maybe I don't want to work and want to own this and be able to. With me, that person is actually they actually want to die. That's how I
actually.
It's like you might not know that that's the thing because you don't want to do anything. That's what most people like.
No, people have
like someone who's going to be successful, who's going to be wealthy. Why?
No, well, I think lazy people, are the less attentive people.
Lazy people.
Yeah, lazy people. When you say I don't want to do anything,
they are less.
They think they won't do anything, but actually they just have things that they prefer. Maybe they like watching movies, which is a lot of life happening. In watching a movie, you know how much information you're processing. So some people are just more productive. They'll enjoy their job. Maybe it's less conflict there.
Even those that don't enjoy their work. Why do they see themselves that they want to get out of there? Why?
Because of conflict.
So they cannot handle conflict.
Yeah, they don't want to see.
That's what it is.
No, they think conflict is in a specific place.
You see.
They don't see that the conflict
is inevitable.
Is the outcome of division. This division we're talking about. As long as there's division in the mind, within yourself, this thinking, there's conflict. Both inside of yourself and outside here. That's inevitable.
Which is not a bad thing or a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's a
conflict.
Let's not call it good or bad. It's a fact. It's there.
It's there. Yeah.
So what are we saying is, let's stay with what is. Let's not try to imagine the conflict, the
division.
Yeah.
You stay with it.
You stay with it.
You don't want to resolve it.
No. Stay with it as in. Don't
go through
see, when I was saying the knowledge, don't be so quick at defining what knowledge is. Be attentive in how you are so quick at defining what knowledge is. You see, that's staying with what is. On the fundamental level of actually how you want.
So there's someone the person who's quick to answer, what do you say about them?
The person who's quick to answer is not attentive.
So what is with them?
He's full of knowledge.
He's
Yeah.
He's full of knowledge. How so?
I mean, if you're so quick to answer, you already have the answer.
Isn't it that you cannot hold yourself?
Because you already have an answer. You already have the knowledge of what is being said.
But even the person who thinks first, they already know that.
Yeah.
If they know that they don't have, they're gonna say no. I don't know what the answer is. But for the fact that they're gonna think, they know that no.
Some people might not be quick to answer as in speaking, but they already answered in their mind. Yeah. So it's still the same problem. It's still the same issue. What we're saying is, quick to answer even on within yourself. Do you realize how you always have an answer to everything already? How it's uncomfortable not coming up with an answer or an explanation or an excuse.
With me.
You see here.
Just now.
Yeah.
With me.
Look what's happening. Look.
But I'm not quick.
But you see, why is it uncomfortable?
No, because you're expecting, because I know what is expecting.
No, I'm asking you a question, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the one telling you what to do. I'm giving you an instruction.
The question is actually instruction.
Yeah, it's an instruction. Yeah. So do you see that you are a mechanic in that sense? Do you see that you are a machine in that sense? And
who's operated by?
By anything, whether it's me
not
or your
me,
environment.
not myself.
You think you're in control.
That's where I'm saying, if maybe, like you asking me a question.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm controlled at that time. It's actually more of a decision, of a choice. You're giving me a choice that, hey man.
I've already given you your moves.
Decision.
Yeah. You don't decide for yourself. I've already given you. You might say, well, fuck off. I don't want to answer to you, but that's because I've given you. Yeah.
You were never going to do that, even if you.
So I'm saying the understanding of that.
You see just there. I don't want to miss that part. There's always something happening. So you thinking that you gave me a move or a decision to make. You did not. You just moved me from what I was doing. I was always a person, as long as from their past, they're always occupied.
Let's put it this way: we are slaves
of
everything that is happening. We think we're in control. You think I decide to do this over that, but in fact, you are always reacting. You are never acting. You are always reacting to something or another.
We are not acting.
You don't know what action is.
Isn't it? Acting a movement.
We are acting.
Isn't it movement? Yeah. Isn't it movement?
Yeah.
So movement is always happening.
Movement is always, you're being pushed around constantly, but you think you're the one pushing things around. I know it might sound. Many people don't like to accept that.
No. Yeah. But I see that you are trying to say that there's something but where is that something? Where is it? How is it?
Yeah,
what is it? Actually?
So you can only ask that question if you have not understood your place.
If
you...
Which place?
That you are a slave, which is... You think you are asking the question. You think you can do something about that thing. As if...
meaning anything.
Yeah, anything. But actually, even you putting that question forward, is a reaction.
I can drink this water.
Yeah. You're telling me that because you're trying to prove a point. We're having a discussion, isn't it? Yeah. So that's how... So I'm saying the most important thing for a man is to see his limitation in that sense. To see... That's why I said to put yourself in your place.
But we cannot see our limitation because we are always doing and being.
No, you can. Attention shows the limitation.
And then to lead you to act.
Yeah, it will lead to react.
Which is reacting, so, you will find your limit there.
Attention,
you see, when you're reacting, that's when you're going to find your limit.
So attention is the only action.
Attention is the only...
Yeah, action. The first reaction...
Isn't it? I choose to say, I see it as attention is not having any action.
No.
That's when...
Attention is an action by itself.
with me, I'm saying this is how maybe I could try.
Maybe we're just playing around with words here, but
maybe I might.
Bren, how long we've got here? Bren?
Sorry?
How many minutes we've got there?
We're 2 hours 13.
2 hours 13. Okay, we've passed. It's already 2 hours 13. Okay, yeah, let's just... Can you give us 10 minutes?
Go ahead.
Please.
Just there, yeah. That's why I say attention. It's like this mic. It's attentive. It's not doing anything. It's just attentive. It's just absorbing everything, this voice. And everything, even the sound, even if I can do because it's attentive.
You see,
to
so
sound.
you
see how,
when you say attention, are you introducing a subject in attention? Is there a subject in attention?
Yeah, it has to a person, a human.
See, now then that's not attention.
What?
If there's a subject, it implies an object. The subject is attentive to an object. The subject, anywhere there's a subject, there must be an object, right? That division is there. The limitation is there, which is the subject can never be the entire thing because there's always an object separate from him. So, with putting it on a personal level, in attention, if you know that you're attentive, you are not attentive.
Yeah. So, like this mic, does it know that it's attentive?
No, leave the mic. Just keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you know that you are attentive,
if you're not attentive. If you are conscious,
you are
of
attentive on that. You have shifted your attention to.
You've narrowed down attention to a thing. That's a focus.
Yeah.
That's concentration.
You've started to focus.
Yeah. So attention is an action beyond our grasp. It has no subject in it and object. It has no division. The very second you know that you're attentive, then you've introduced, that's the birth of me, I, of the subject, which now the subject says, oh, there's attention.
There's attention, yeah. I was there.
Attention becomes the object. Yeah, attention becomes the object.
So you can say I've moved from there.
From there.
I was. Yeah, but isn't it that?
So in attention, there's no movement.
How so?
Yeah, because you see, you can only move when you... Okay, how can I put it?
Let me please define attention from your side. How do you define
attention? Attention to me is that gap we're talking about. Is not being.
What happens? What is? Okay, further explain.
Yeah.
Further explain. Yeah.
So, moving away from attention is creation.
Who's moving attention?
Yeah, that's the birth. So
who's moving?
When there's a split, attention has no. It's one. It's like one.
What
thing
is
like
it?
this.
Can you hold it? Can you give it to me?
That's what I'm. That's
is it
what I'm
physical?
calling.
Okay.
No. We've moved away even from the physical.
Yeah. Just want you to explain.
Okay.
To try and explain to me how
we are rushing now, but I think we'll.
We
I think we need 2 more sessions with you. Definitely.
Yeah, man, please. Yeah, I'm always free. This is my life. Man.
No, we'll do that. All right. You see, attention is deaf. Is that gap you were talking about? Is creation. Thanks to attention, there's life. Because anything away from that, there's division.
Anything away from attention.
Yeah, that's when you know that I am. Or that's when you can say I am thinking.
What's happening during that in the moment of attention?
Nothing.
Oh, then what is attention? So anything could be attention.
No, there's nothing can be attention. As long as you say something
is attention.
Is attention.
So is it a state?
I'm gonna say understand my limitation, but I'm gonna say it's a state.
It's a state.
It's a state that knows no division.
Of a human being.
When you say of a human being, there's division.
So it's just a state.
It's a state. Even you can't even say it's a state because we imply a division, right? By saying it's a state.
It's okay. Yeah.
So all you know is
you cannot measure it.
It has no measurement.
You cannot measure attention. How so?
Yeah, that's the thing.
How so?
It knows no measurement, no space.
How so? Now
no
the people
time.
speaking, the attention span is this much and this much.
That's the talking rubbish. The talking rubbish. It's, that's the thinking. That's the imitation of thinking. That's the system. I'm telling you, everything is, for those that like the Matrix, you know, it's kind of like the same idea, really. Everything is going against that.
What is everything? You know, I really believe that, man.
Oh.
As you were speaking about the hierarchy, that there's the bottom and there's those.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that if the people turn against them, they actually have no power. If both of them side, because I don't know about those because it's usually the smaller.
And that's
groups.
why we have issues, because these guys, we have the pyramids, we've got the bottom, we've got the top,
which is a smaller group.
Yeah, smaller group. But these guys are really convinced that they're separate. They don't know that it's just the people that claimed. It's a system.
Yeah.
So some people really think that they're special or they're less special.
Yeah, man, they are caught.
Yeah.
They are
So
caught.
it's the system. That's how the design is. That's how the system is designed. The system has conflict in it by nature. That's our hell. There's no peace in the system.
Why don't you say that's our peace?
No. Peace is you can't find peace in this.
Well, then what is peace?
Peace is actually the system.
Let me. That there's. I think there's so much that we've moved away from.
Yeah.
We did not actually, but I don't want to move away from this one here. Attention. Yeah. I really don't want to. At least could get something from this talk about attention. Please try to bring it close to me. Yeah, bring it. I don't know why.
And I guess any attempt to bring it close to you.
Is there attention? Do you say? Can you say that there is this thing called attention, which I don't know. As you say, that it's not a state. It's not you. You are just using the ways that.
I would say attention is you, but on the most fundamental level of your being, before thinking shows up. Which means, because all you know is thinking, because through thinking, then you are conscious. You're only conscious because of thinking.
We're only conscious
because of thinking. You can go and look at it later on, but so I can't tell you what attention is, but I can tell you what attention is not. It's the only way to get to attention.
To me, I could say like a feeling, you know. Wait, but yeah.
It's got nothing to do with what you know, or what you've experienced. It's very actual. It's got nothing to do with memory.
So how do you characterize it? Maybe how do you give it? Because you have to. It cannot be just a way that there's this way and it just is. So
you must abandon every search. You see what you're asking? All these questions here. This search. This you're trying to grab it. Trying to catch it. You must abandon that.
And do what?
No, there's not doing.
Remember, I have to leave.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Life imposes action. You will do something about it.
What about where is the attention during my daily
but you
life?
see, I would say, talking to you, I would know that you know. If I can put it, you know, at least you've had a taste of your own limitation. I think that should be good enough to torture you.
How so?
It should torture you.
How did I get a taste of my limitation?
Through conflict.
Through
conflict.
How so? Like how? What do you mean? Like you mean that there's I've accepted who like that?
Yeah, like we're trying to grasp something. We said attention. We're trying to grasp something, but you seem to see that every movement that you make is taking you away from that so-called something. Every definition of that is not that. Every attempt to talk about that actually
does not give you clarity.
It's taking you. It's clouding. So then, which means what? Your whole being is a cloud. So you must give up. You must die.
That cloud.
Yeah. And you will, and you won't stop.
Yeah, because man, attention. I because now if I can open my dictionary, it's gonna be different. You see.
You already know that thing of knowledge. You saw through that.
Yeah, you see, you
saw
see.
through
Now,
that.
but you are using it in a way that I'm get clouded when you explain to me. But there is this one which, well, I could read it and they say attention is maybe this and that and that.
Yeah.
But with you, you're not giving me that clear air. You're saying you're putting it like.
I think what I'm doing is I'm giving importance to that clarity you're having from time to time when you're seeing that any attempt, like when we're saying what is knowledge, and then there was a clarity, there's an insight, like a spark in you that sees that, look, but I'm just reaching out to, before I even define what is knowledge, I'm reaching out to what I know is knowledge. So what is it then? So you see.
So with you, what do you do with attention?
That's exactly the same. Stick to that. Stick to that thing that you know that you don't know, you have no contact with attention whatsoever. As long as you are, as long as all your machinery of investigation is happening, attention is not happening. It's the movements away from attention.
So you're trying to say attention is something that a human could never understand.
It's not of us. It's not human.
But it's human that came with the word.
Yeah, human are hypocrites. They lie about everything.
So we came with the word attention. Why did we come with the word? Did we come with the word attention?
You see, our human beings themselves are con artists. Their being themselves is illusory. So anything they will come up with is illusory. It's the denial of the actual.
What is that? Pastor, man, we really have to sit. I really have to have a chat with you again. Man.
No, you know what? Let me tell you one thing, my brother, and we can finish by this. That's why I started with, this is no entertainment.
Yeah.
First, there's nothing you gain from this. On the contrary.
Hey,
just
man,
bring you...
With me, man, I don't know. Maybe I really don't know. With me...
No, I know.
Okay,
I know that you see the beauty of this investigation, of all that. But I'm saying, this is some... not only it's hard work, but also it brings a lot of suffering, but necessary suffering.
I enjoy that suffering,
No, it burns.
Yeah, I see nothing else.
There's nothing. Obviously, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
No, really, there's nothing else.
And with that suffering, man,
the suffering the suffering now is the key.
It suits me.
No, see, the suffering. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key to attention.
The suffering.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
When you suffer, you got the key.
Yeah. You will suffer so much. And the suffering comes because you see that every movement is the same. Every movement you're trying to do to get to that thing that you think you're trying to get to is creating your own limitation, is a box. And it creates tremendous suffering because that's all you are. It's a reaction. That's movement. I mean, life is movement. Yeah. So you see the limitation of life itself. Then that suffering gives you enough energy. I don't know what it is. I'm just using words. Gives you enough energy to stop all movement. And
that's death.
Yeah, that's death. That's death as you live in.
But you cannot die as you are alive.
Nah,
you can only tell yourself.
So.
You can only tell yourself.
No.
Think and feel, or maybe the other feelings that you have.
Maybe you're right. Yeah. No, maybe you're right. Yeah.
It could be something new that maybe, this feeling, this thought, I haven't feel that like that. And then you feel like I'm dead, I'm ready to.
Yeah,
but you're just telling yourself.
No.
Because there's me on the other hand, which still call, hey, boss, are you crazy?
You see, if you haven't seen division stopping, actually, not through imagination and dreams and what's not, you can't, that's like asking someone to describe attention. The description of attention is the denial of attention.
Let me try to explain it and see maybe if how are you going to relate with my explanation of attention. With me, attention it's always happening with me.
It's the only, what do you mean it's always happening?
for as long as you are alive, actually for as long as you, when you wake up, actually.
So you mean death has no attention?
With
So you separating death from attention?
I'm separating death from attention.
So you think death is not a living thing? So you're separating death and life, if I understand properly.
No, therefore, no.
Yeah, but that's what you imply in that.
That I'm separating.
Yeah.
No, maybe I've made error. But with me, attention is always like it's always something. Is not even something, but no, man. Attention is in your senses. You see, well, you've made it difficult for me to explain it, but
that's good. Then
yeah.
I'm glad.
but it really in my head. Okay, let me try to put it. Attention is just a narrowing down.
That's concentration.
Mm?
That's concentration. When you narrow down, you block out everything. Say I block out what Brennan is doing. I'm just focusing here. That's concentration. That's focus.
Okay, you see, in that, during that focus, there's attention. Attention, you'll find it's more of a, how focused are you? There's three of us here. I don't think we could say we all focused on one thing at the same. Or let me say in a football field. In the football field.
So for me,
their attention to play as they are in the field. Their attention into is determined by how you know. There's these moments when maybe you do something that you like, and you do it that you don't. I don't know if we feel.
So you see now, I think, yeah, maybe you're coming closer. So you see, what people call, you are lost in mind. How do you call it?
Yeah.
That's the closest thing to attention. What you're saying, focus, concentration, you're not lost. You actually, you are narrowing down your attention on that specific thing. So you see a cockroach there, you are analyzing this. But you see that thing of when there's no single thought in movement, when there's no almost lost in thought, which many people think is, they confuse it to being a vegetable almost, being empty-minded kind of. I don't know how to put it.
Okay.
So people generally run away from that because they feel it's empty.
But and those people are lucky to always feel that if they have to run, if they are running.
I think they're
running away from some. They don't even know that they are running.
Yeah, they don't know that they're running away. Yeah, we don't know that we're running away. There's great mystery in that, and you can see that you are fighting that through thinking, by calling it a name.
You see, just there. That's where I don't know if maybe
Brennan.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I think we're done here. I think we'll find ways to keep on talking.
Yeah.
But you see, this is let's not make it a theory. Don't make it a job also. Go and live your daily life. But this curiosity can't come if you haven't sort of, come in touch with that to some extent or another. So if it comes to you and you see that whole mechanical way of being that you are, and you push it, and you see how small you are, as in you can't.
Man, I'm nothing. Yeah. For myself, as a human, I know that I'm.
No. You see, when a human says I'm nothing, that's him trying to rise from the ashes.
No.
What do you mean by let's keep on talking outside? See.